Good evening. Just a little cleanse for everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm just going to do a little energy update. I'm just going to call my lives energy updates now because really that's what they are. I take sort of a, out of meditation a lot of the time, I get a feel of the collective and just what's going on and things that I see going on in my life and other people around me and the synchronicities and how connected we all really are. I just wanted to talk about, in life, a lot of the time we'll end up putting people on pedestals, whether it's, friends or family members or spiritual leaders or teachers or anything, politicians, celebrities. And, we are all, when we do that, we create like this lack in our own life because we're saying that they're there and they're so much better than us or they're beyond us. When really we're all exactly where we need to be on our path. And that's the biggest thing we need to remember. All of our souls are different and all of our paths are different. So we can't compare ourselves to other people's paths. And, I used to get really caught up in that and seeing other people's lives and being like, well, why is my life so difficult? When really I was making my own life difficult, which was the irony of the whole story. A lot of it was my soul's contract too, and things that I had to live through to better understand and teach and guide now. But in saying that, just be very wary when you start putting people on pedestals because we're all one consciousness. And everybody's journey is a little bit different. So we have to, there's no point in comparing ourselves. And there's really no point in judging people as being better than ourselves because we all are whole and complete where we are in our journey. I don't know. I needed to talk about that and just like the shadows that are continually coming up. Like this year is one of the most energetic year. Well, it is the most energetic year I've ever felt. Probably because I'm very tuned in now. But I'm sure all of you are feeling it too. Like so many deep shadows going out. Just watching society shift is so amazing. Like I just love watching things shift around me. How the old paradigms are like falling apart and they're coming apart at the seams, governments crumbling, big businesses crumbling, just the way things have been run is changing. It is a new paradigm and it's pretty amazing. And I look at it now, the old me back in the day didn't really believe in energy, like the way energy worked. And now it's like you see it and it's so amazing to watch how the neutrinos, how everything changes what is going on. And just continue to flow with it. Hi. Yes, you can ask a question. What's your question? Type it in there. And if I have a chance, I will get to it. This week, we're coming up on the snow moon, the full moon of February. I was having a talk with one of my good friends today. And he was saying that he feels this moon is going to be huge. And I wholeheartedly believe exactly what he was saying. It's like already feeling the pull this week. I don't know if anybody else is already feeling the pull of this full moon. I am feeling it. This week is energetically awesome, but heavy at the same time. I've had so many headaches like in the last few days, and I never have headaches. And I woke up today just not feeling great. And it's energy. It's energy. I know that. Like, it's not, I'm like, oh man, am I getting a virus? No, it's energy because my muscles are aching. Like, there's stuff clearing out big time. So if anybody else is feeling like super like congested in the throat and the head, like I'm feeling it in my sinuses, but it's not like congestion like a cold. It's congestion like, it's weird. It's like there's pressure in there, but there's nothing in there. And then my nose will drip. Oh, cool. Yeah, you're feeling it too. But like my shoulders, I've had energy moving up through my shoulders, like past life stuff. And like, yes, shoulder. And it's moved from one shoulder to the next, my neck. And it's so weird because I'm never sick. Yeah, compression. Yeah, I've been stretching so much this week. So yeah, just let it flow. We're being upgraded constantly right now with the streams. The Schumann resonance is spiking like crazy. 60 light codes have been coming in. I don't know if any of you follow the Schumann resonance. I highly recommend it. It's the resonance. It's what the earth resonates, like the vibrational frequency of the planet that they measure. And you can see where these different spikes of codes and stuff come in. And we had some 60 coding the other day. It shows up as purple on the chart, and it's like, wow, it's powerful. So just ride the waves, continue to ground, call your energy back, be sovereign in your energy. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Like I have to remind myself to breathe because I find myself shallow breathing, and I'm like, oh, why am I feeling anxious? It's because I'm not breathing. It's like I need to ground at that moment, you know, when you have too many things going on. But yeah, just flow with it. Feed your body healthy. If you're tired, this week I have been very, very tired. I think it's just the heaviness of what's going on this week. How do you grow? What do you mean, how do you grow? Just to elaborate on that a little bit, and I will try to talk about how you grow. Yeah, I've been feeling just a little off, but it's good off because I can ride the waves. I'm very aware of it now, and that's the power. Oh, how do you ground? Okay, there's so many awesome ways to ground. If you're in a place like I live in Canada, so it's snowing at this time of the year, so I can't really go walk barefoot outside, but walking barefoot on the grass or on the ground is really great for grounding because it pulls the electrons through your body. Like Mother Earth knows, and you flow and you become a current, and it pulls like the negative energy out of your body, and it goes into the earth. Another good way is to meditate. I just came out of meditation. That's why I'm sitting on the floor like this. Breath work, like just deep breathing, being mindful of it. Physically like rubbing your body. If you like feel very like anxious, you can just sit and you can I get shivers when I do this. You can just rub your legs or rub your arms and feel yourself in your body, because what happens is when we're ungrounded, it's like our energy is almost, our soul almost leaves our body, and we're like not in our being because there's just so much crap going on. It's like the soul goes, sorry, I'm getting out of here. It's like when you astral travel. That's why it's super important to ground. Healthy diet really helps with grounding. Like movement, art, creation, playing music is very grounding for me. So when I feel ungrounded, I pick up my guitar and I play. There's so many awesome ways. Just being aware and being mindful and just being like, I am grounding now. And just like sitting into the moment and just being like a couple deep breaths, deep and ground. And just in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just feel it and call your energy back. That's another great thing. Intention is huge in everything when we're aware. So you can just be like, I call back all my energy. Because during the day, our energy gets leached out to other people, you know, whether we're on the phone with them, whether we're, you know, we're thinking about them, they're thinking about us, our energy can get leached and we get energetic cord attachments. So just calling it all back and visibly cutting your cords and going through that. So there's some tips in grounding. I'm actually going to write a little course on grounding and energetic protection, and I'll run a course like that. So speaking about the full moon, I have a full moon circle coming up on Saturday. It's Saturday, I think I put it for 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I thought I'd run it a little bit earlier. So if you're interested in that, it's up in the events tab at the top. And if you're watching this on YouTube, my website is below, and all my group events are in a tab on my YouTube or on my website. So you can check it out there. And I have a healing circle again on Thursday, and those are so awesome. I'm so looking forward to that because I haven't had one for a while, for probably over a month now. And the healing circles, I just love them. They're so healing for me as well. Like when I channel in a group, it's just so powerful. And I love it. Like the channel meditations always like the heal me too as I channel them through, and sound baths are always so powerful. And you know, just working with the energies of a group, of a collective, there's something magical about it, because we, you know, when I come into the space, I make sure everybody is grounded and shielded, and it's super important. And then we work with everybody's energy together collectively. I do. That's what I bring it in. Like I'm working with everybody's energy, and it's really cool to feel out everybody's energies, and we get it moving. And yeah, I just love them. So if you're available Thursday night, I invite you to join in on that. 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. All the events are up in the event tab at the top of the Facebook group. And oh, yay. Hi, Kathy. I love that. I love seeing you live. And I'm like, people ask me when I go live so they can tune in, and I'm like, never. I go live when I feel the pull, when I feel like I need to speak about something. So I'm not about scheduling. Like, I schedule the groups and sessions because you sort of have to get a group of people together in the same place at the same time. But my lives and my, when I talk or I channel my light language, it's just when the feeling's right, because you can't force things. You can't force intuition. You can't force flow, right? And that's what I teach. I spent my whole life forcing, and it did not serve me well, or trying to create out of like forcing, not in a flow state. And I've realized that by pulling back and surrendering, so much more happens. Especially with me. I don't know if anybody knows their human design chart. I'm a projector. So projectors, I'm not supposed to, my energy type is very, it can be very intrusive if I don't channel it properly. It's very direct, and it almost like barbs into people. So I have to be very cautious of my own energy. And I never understood that, because like manifestors and manifesting generators, they can go out and they can go, and they can go after things. And so I was raised by manifesting generators and come from a family of them. And I'd go try to chase after things like they did, and people would get like offended by me. And I'd be like, well, I'm just doing the same thing they are. Why is it? But it's my energy. I have to wait for things to come to me and then deliver them. It's like I have to wait to be invited. So I welcome everybody to check out their human design chart and makeup, because that's a really good way to get to know your own energy system. Gene keys is another great way to get to know it. It's a little more difficult to decipher, but it's a really cool way to get to know it. Anyway, I am going to sign off. I have to go channel some light language. I feel like coming through, so I'm going to go do that. And I love you, and I bid you a farewell, and I'll see Kathy on Thursday. I'm so excited to have you there on Thursday. Yay! And I'll see anybody else who wants to come on Thursday. And I welcome anybody and everybody in the group. And if you know anybody who's not in the group and would benefit from one of the circles, feel free to share the scheduling link. Like, I don't think we can share the events, but if you go on the event, the scheduling link, you can share that. And they're, like I said, they're on my website. So if you know anybody who you think might be interested, let me know, and I'll send you my website link, and you can send it to them and invite them too. It's all about collective healing and bringing everybody together and growing together, and knowing that nobody's better than anybody else. Nobody needs to be put on a pedestal. Nobody needs to be put below. We're all on the same level playing field. Some of us just have different gifts than others, but we all have innate gifts. Like, I know healers that have really amazing gifts that I used to be like, man, I wish I had that. But you know what? I've come to really honor my own gifts, and they've grown exponentially when I stopped worrying about other people's gifts, what I didn't have, and started tuning into what I did have. So I love you. Find your gratitude, find your joy. Namaste. Have a great night.